Hey there. Welcome back to Digital Madvertising, powered by Digital Ignite, the podcast where we dive deep into the latest trends, updates, and breakthroughs in digital marketing. I'm your host, Chris Clark, and today we've got a packed episode with some of the biggest stories making waves in the industry right now. So whether you are a digital marketer, a tech enthusiast, or just someone who loves keeping up with the latest in digital innovation, you're in the right place. So let's jump right in. So first up, let's talk about Google's August 2024 core update. If you've noticed some fluctuations in your website's search rankings lately, you're not alone. Google recently rolled out a significant core update aimed at improving the quality of search results. This update is especially interesting because it places a stronger emphasis on showcasing valuable original content from smaller independent websites. So if you've been focusing on high quality, unique content, this might just work. But remember, the full impact of this update won't be clear for a few more weeks, so hold off on making any drastic changes to your SEO strategy just yet. Speaking of Google, there's some more big news. Despite all that anticipation and all those podcasts from before talking about the end of third-party cookies, well, Google has delayed their phase out once again. Shocker. This means third-party cookies are sticking around for a bit longer. And to just go back on what third-party cookies are, it is literally the little fingerprints you leave as you visit websites, make purchases, anything that you're doing on the internet. Data companies are basically capturing that little fingerprint and then storing that into behavioral data to then pass along to marketers or social media platforms or any of those individual companies or agencies looking to build marketing campaigns around it. But don't get too comfortable. The future is still leaning heavily towards a first-party data and privacy-centric strategy. So if you haven't started prioritizing these now, it's definitely the time. And we've talked about this in previous podcasts, making sure that your first-party data, so sales data, lead data, data that's in your CRM, is organized, it's ready to go. I mean, if you're doing any email blast or SMS or lookalike modeling internally or as an agency, you're probably in the best spot. But if you are a company that has a bunch of data and you don't know what to do with it, you better start prioritizing and getting that ready. And if you need some help, holler at Digital Ignite. All right, next, let's talk about AI, because really, what's a digital marketing update without AI, right? So Google and Meta are rolling out some impressive new AI-driven features to help us all up our advertising game. So Google's Performance Max campaigns are now offering more detailed reporting and AI-powered content tools, which means better insights and more effective ads. Over at Meta, they've expanded their ad placements within Instagram Reels, adding some exciting new ways to engage users. These advancements are making it easier than ever to create highly targeted ads, high-performing campaigns, but they also mean we need to stay sharp and keep up with these tools. So obviously AI has been a buzzword. Everybody in any industry is talking about it, but when it comes to the marketing side of things, you've definitely seen some of the newer features as you've logged into these apps, and whether it's, Facebook search AI side of things, or I know Instagram has got some newer tools at the bottom of their app as well. Twofold on that, make sure that your staff is up to date on these changes, because you have to educate your clients, then educate your clients on the benefits of this, and then also the expectations, because it is still pretty new. And we know with AI, you have to still have that human element. So when it comes to reporting or optimizing campaigns and predictive analytics, I think AI is going to be so amazing. But when it comes to, again, making sure that all of what I just said in regards to the data is actually efficiently put into a strategy for a campaign to go live, we got to double check and make sure that is all correct, because AI is not perfect. I think that we're still a long way away from having very streamlined, seamless AI campaigns. But in a perfect world, as people are navigating the internet and they are in market for a product, you're seeing ads already that mean something to you. I think that in the future, you will see it just all in one copacetic setting of in real time, people learning or these algorithms learning, and then pairing creative based off of some of these other AI features to then generate creative in real time. So I'm excited to see what's up. We're already messing around with a lot of that stuff here at DI, between data analysis audits for whether it's your sales data, social audits, predictive analytics and forecasting to look in the future, as well as some of these new creative features too. So in the world of search engines, there's a new player in town. SearchGPT by OpenAI. So currently it's in its alpha phase. So it's ad-free right now. And it's this ad-free search engine promises more streamlined and transparent search experiences. So ChatGPT getting into the search game. It's funny because I use ChatGPT almost like I use Google in a way for certain things. And now you're seeing them kind of come full circle into that. So it'll be interesting as Microsoft owns OpenAI. Obviously, Google's over there and they got slapped on the wrist within the last few weeks too of almost, being declared a monopoly by all of the different entities that they own. So it'll be I'm curious to see, and it'll be interesting to see how, if the government breaks up Google, kind of like what it was looking at with Facebook a handful of years ago, but also with OpenAI's momentum right now, them jumping into the search game. Because again, it's already, if you have ChatGPT 4.0, it's pretty real time and what information you can get. It's just how are you prompting it? So, but yeah, the search search GTP by OpenAI is already generating some buzz, and it might just give Google a run for its money. So for marketers, again, it's definitely one to watch, especially if you're looking for alternative platforms to reach your audience. So it'll be curious to see too against how Yahoo, Bing, some of the ones that are a little bit under Google, will pair here in the coming months to this new GPT feature. Okay, so let's shift gears to some SEO trends that are making headlines. It's very rare that I talk about this, but again, need to bring it up. But a recent case study from a gaming industry showed how strong focus on content clustering and keyword optimization can drive massive growth, like 2,300% growth. The key takeaway, whether you're in e-commerce, gaming, or any other niche and well thought out SEO strategy that leverages AI for content creation, can be a game changer. So thinking about that, we've talked about this for some of our services and definitely our website, like when it comes to blogging and some of the other ways that you can generate content, especially with keywords and other SEO features, looking at having automated blogs, maybe writing a blog or the premise of that blog and letting ChatGPT kind of further it along by prompting it to make it meatier for SEO on a website. So very cool to see there. Definitely been thought of. And again, another thing that if you are in need of some extra oomph in your SEO, definitely holler at us. All right. So I told you I wanted to keep these, relatively short moving forward, but remember, the digital marketing landscape is always evolving, and staying ahead means staying informed. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network. I will link out all of our social media channels and all of that great stuff in the show notes below, as well as some of these topics. But until next time, I'm Chris Clark, and I'll catch you, next week.